another young lady, working with her, and she said, well, I'm comfortable 15 pounds overweight, but I want to lose weight. But I feel comfortable 15 pounds overweight, but I want to lose weight. And so, and then I said, well, why, she said, I work out real hard, I do everything, and I start losing weight, and all of a sudden I get scared and I put the weight back on. I said, why? She goes, well, I don't know. So we started working on this stuff, and come to find out, when she was thinner, back in her teens, she was promiscuous. She took a lot of drugs. She had a lot of sex, got a couple STDs along the way. And so in her mind, she thought, if I lose weight, I'll be just like I was when I was 17. And now she's in her late 20s. Now that's ridiculous, don't you think? But at the emotional level is what we're really addressing. And that's what this tapping does. It addresses the emotions. How many diets will fix that? None. It never will. And so there's an aspect about our emotional self that you must look at yourself. Why is it important? I think last week, Jimmy, is that what your name is? Jenny. Now, of course, Jenny, she said, I usually eat 5 packs of M&Ms a week, right? And then, of course, she came up, we tapped on it. That's only down to 2. And the reason why she said, you remember what she said, reason why? Is at work and she was stressed. Isn't that right? And it fixed it. It didn't really fix it. It just, again, it's this program over here. Stress and emotions. And so we're going to go to read a book, go have sex, drink soda, eat M&Ms, drink beer, alcohol, smoke, drugs, TV. We run back over here. But when you come back to the original stressor, it's still going to be there. And the older you get, the more you experience, and more bad things do occur. And I'm telling you guys, eating and escaping from your stuff will only create more problems in other areas. So it's very, very important. Tap on it, and really go to the event at work. That's the key. When I work with smokers, I can get rid of the emotional addiction. I can get rid of the physical cravings of it. But they must have some kind of a skill of dealing with their problems. There's people who quit smoking 10 years, 5 years, and all of a sudden they go back to it, and it's usually because their dog died or their grandmother died, they lost a job, their wife ran off with the next door neighbor, or something. And so they think, well, in the past I used smoking to help deal with my problem, so they go to smoking. That's the crazy part. So it really, if you really look at the time that you feel like you want to go eat, you can always look at what you were thinking before, what happened before, and you're going to find there's some emotions here. It's always in the emotions. And so the deal is you have to make that decision. I will tap the rest of my life anytime I'm stressed, bored, upset, angry. And you're going to find there's so many emotional drivers that's going to make you eat when you're not hungry. Clean your plate. It's, whatever the program is, get your money's worth. I want to be accepted. It's Thanksgiving time. It's a tradition to always overeat in Thanksgiving time. That's not really true. It used to be true for me. I'd be miserable, but now I'm not miserable at all. They just don't show up for my turkey. It did happen this year. I cooked a turkey and no one showed up. Well, it's because my older son had strep throat and no one wanted to catch it. So I ate the whole turkey by myself that day. Just kidding. I do like turkey. Matter of fact, I bought 2 turkeys. I still got one in the freezer. I'll cook it this summer maybe. So how many of you have noticed that, has anybody started losing weight at all? You have? You didn't even try, did you? It was a pop, yeah. How many sodas were you drinking a day? Well, pardon me? 12 to 24 sodas a day? Yeah. Yeah, she's lost a lot. I can tell you're skinnier. Huh? You lost 15 pounds. And how long ago did we do that? That's about a month ago? 2 months ago. And have you been trying?
What?
Lose? Not at all. So that's really good. Now, of course, most of you, you're going to have to start addressing your stresses. And I bet you're healthier and feel better too, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I sleep now.
You sleep now? When you do? So.
I think I told everyone I've been trying to lose the same 20 pounds for 20 years, the last baby.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we did the thing the first night on chocolate, I haven't touched a piece of chocolate or sweet since then. I had to take it back. I had one piece of homemade apple pie. Just couldn't help it. And I've lost 4 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you haven't been able to kick something to get it off, then it's dramatic to me.
Mm-hmm. So it's a big change.
Yeah.
Has it been hard though?
No, it has not been hard. The only thing I really need to work on now are the chips and the salsa. I'll find it's a substitute.
Right, you switch horses.
Yeah.
Or went to the next level.
Yeah.
The lower level.
But I even bought Easter candy, had those little eggs, those little chocolate eggs out all over the place. Doesn't bother me. It's like I'm teasing myself.
Huh.
It doesn't interest me
Really?
at all.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think it's great.
Now the next thing is to do your chips.
I'm going to.
Yeah. And did you buy the tapping set only?
Yes.
Yes, you should watch that. Get your
I
food
am.
in front of you and do it. It will help.
With the food.
With the food in front of you.
Okay.
Tap along.
Okay. I think it's the crunch of those chips. God, they're great.
Now notice what she said. I think it's the crunch in your chips. God, they're great. It's definitely the crunch everywhere, huh?
Crunching the M&Ms.
Crunching the M&Ms. Now we may have to do a crunch deal, huh?
When I get off work, I'm really hungry, and I live way out in the country, and you can't run,
Right.
get something fast to eat, and so I have to go home and cook. And while I'm cooking, I'm starving because I hadn't ate nothing all day, and I used to eat chips. Well, it's the crunch, so I started eating celery, because celery has really got a crunch.
So it's that crunch fix.
Yeah, and
Now this is what I will tell you guys.
that helps me.
Yeah, I will tell you this. You can go to the health food store, buy you some dried nuts and berries or something, and put it in your drawer or in your car or whatever, where it would be safe. And if you're hungry, at least it's something quick and easy and it's healthy. I do recommend not getting any of these little health bars. They're full of stuff unless you may buy it at a health food store, and then that could also be full of junk. So you just need to read. What? What?
Granola bars?
It's not that they're bad. Well, you just have to read the ingredients in them. You want something that's real. The more real food you get, the better you are in the long run. It's like eating wheat bread over white bread. Over the long run, you'll be healthier.
I read a long time ago that if you wanted something crunchy, it was because you were stressed. And if you crave things that are like ice cream and smooth, it's to soothe yourself
Could
for
be.
your emotions.
Yeah, could be. But see, now we can do it in another way that you won't gain any weight at all. You just feel it and tap it. 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 Which is a whole lot healthier. And that's what you really want, is to start addressing your emotional issues. All of you, every one of you, myself included, your problems come from your family. You know that, don't you? They did it to you. As a matter of fact, unfortunately, you did it to your kids. Hopefully you didn't do it as bad as they did it to you, right? So that's where we get it at. The deal is, let me tell you the skill about this. Persistence. If you don't get it the first time, do it again. If you don't get it the second time, do it again. If you're having resistance and feeling frustrated that it's not working, tap on the frustration, because it's the frustration that's keeping it from happening. Because the frustration by itself that's keeping it from happening is also trying to say, hey, I'm afraid it's going to work. Because it's the frustration that's keeping it from working, because there's some belief behind it. So just realize whenever you find a resistance, that's where the problem is. If I say, hey, let's tap on your M&Ms, and you go, no, I'm good. That's all good. Obviously, there's still M&M issues. If you don't want to tap on your ice cream, obviously there's an ice cream issue. If you want to tap on your Starbucks, there you have a Starbucks issue.
That is you.
I do not have a Starbucks issue. I have no resistance to tapping on it whatsoever. See, watch.
The problem I have is remembering what the monologue is, what to say. I can do release and let go.
That's all you have to know.
But to say all the other things.
You don't have to
like
say none of that.
That you say, I can't remember.
You
all.
don't have to. All you do is feel it, notice you feel it, aim at the feeling, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Okay,
That's all you have to know.
okay, I can do that.
It's that simple.